So today will be a little bit of an easier one, ladies and gentlemen. Today it's about, are you a good parent? Or do you think you will be a good parent? And also, were your parents good parents? And the reason I like this conversation is because everybody will have a different answer. Now, the first thing is, what does it mean to be a good parent? And I like to mix in the conversation about generations here. So we have the baby boomers, we have Generation X, Generation Y, which is the millennials. Then we've got the Generation Z or Generation Z, and I see now the new one is Generation Alpha. And what's interesting is once we start analyzing these demographics, there are remarkable differences in the way people were living, i.e., during World War II, post World War II, during the Cold War, during non-democracy or non-democratic eras or countries or regimes. And then once the internet got introduced, the television, some were living with the radio, and all of this changed the way that people interact. Now, due to this and the economic circumstances, I would argue that different generations believed in different ideas of good parenting. Now, the new ones would argue that people's feelings are very important. And I believe people's feelings are very important. But let me ask you, what is the primary function of a parent? Is it to create a happy human, or is it to create an independent human? And is it possible to be both happy and independent? I would say that you should try to create independent or an independent person by the age of 18. By the age of 18, they should be ready to live their life. They're an adult, they can vote, they can do a whole bunch of stuff. But what I've seen with the newer generations is independence is gained much later in life, maybe 25, 30, 35. The older generations, they pretty much moved out of the house, got married and had children by the age of 26. There's different reasons for why the new generations can't do that. So discuss that. Why is the new generation, or are the new generations not able to do that? Are we as a species, humans, going in the wrong direction when it comes to creating, I don't know, sustainable living models from an economic perspective for our citizens? And I know each country will be different, which is also quite cool because this will make it a little bit more interesting. But yeah, so once we've considered all of that, how do you create an independent child? Because creating an independent child would sometimes mean you've got to be an arsehole, you've got to be a dickhead, you've got to be a bitch, you've got to be the bad guy in order to teach the child discipline and all sorts of little life lessons. And if we only focus on happiness, providing the child with what they want and what they feel like, are you not stealing the ability to overcome challenges? And where is the balancing point between these two? I think they're competing, happiness and independence. I might be wrong. I'm not a parent, so I'm literally philosophically talking here like a glorified idiot. And that's why I'm presenting it to people. Doesn't matter if you're 20, if you're 30, if you're 40, 50, 60, you will have an opinion. I'm sure your opinion has changed, or possibly it will change. And the cool thing is to talk about that. What did your parents do that you liked? What did your parents do that you didn't like? Regardless if you liked it or didn't like it, was it beneficial to you as a human in order to have a successful life now? I don't necessarily have the best relationship with my parents, but I am amazingly successful. I've paid taxes in the UK, in South Africa, and in Poland. And I've been able to basically go to different countries and literally start from fresh and start businesses. And I don't think I would have been able to do any of this if it wasn't for my parents. However, I don't phone them every weekend to have conversations with them. So again, how do you accomplish all of this? I don't know. That's the discussion today. Give me your opinion. Go have it with your teacher. Go have it with anybody. Go have it with your wife, with your husband. Awesome. Catch you later.